And we have liftoff. Thank you so much for tuning to the Planet Guardian podcast. We're your hosts, Aneesa and Robbie, and we're so glad that you're here. We'll be reviewing episode 6 of Girls Planet 999, an Mnet survival show of 99 girls becoming a group of 9. Isn't that crazy? Before we get into the nitty gritty of the conversation, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're interested. If you're not interested in that, but want to continue to follow the podcast, please follow the podcast playlist, which is in the description below. Okay, so Aneesa, let's go. Janai No, top 9, let's go.
Top 9, Janai No, let's go. Boom, here's my top 9. So I rearranged it so that the consistent ones are at the top, the new ones are at the bottom. As usual, I know this is kind of interesting for me. So as usual, I have Yujin, Xiaoting, Yurina, Ruiqi, and Wen Zhe. And Hyerim is still in there. So the new ones are Jeong Jiyoon, Kim Dayeon, and Kubo Reina.
Okay.
Jeong Jiyoon, I don't think she performed yet, but in this episode, she had like a scene where she was like smiling really cutely. I think this is when they were picking their song that they wanted to perform.
Oh, she was the one that was like doing the high note, and then Shannon was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That was her. Yeah, I liked her high note, but like at one part of the episode, the way that she was smiling and talking, I was just like, I like her face. I like her smile. I like her personality.
Get hate comment from that one person that gets mad at us for saying, so she smiles and you like her automatically.
Yes. You know what? Yes, because if Wanyoung can wink and people like her for that, then I'll like her just for smiling.
He fried us up. He said, oh, so you didn't like her then, but yeah, she smiles and has bangs and now you like her? And I was like, yeah, that's kind of how that works.
I was tweeting about it the other day and I was saying my top 9 is, at this point, it's always going to be all over the place until the elimination. And honestly, until the
finale, then it's like, okay, this is what I want. Yeah.
And to be honest, I feel like that's realistic because we're constantly looking at 50 girls.
Mm-hmm,
different girls every week. So that's just to be expected until we reach like, okay, this is it. And you have to make a choice. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Xiaoting's back.
I don't think she ever left. I think she was
she
always
left in
there.
My mind.
That's because I told you I'm not voting for her because we're doing our vote swap.
Right. And I've been consistent.
Yeah, I have been too. Don't worry, I'm loyal to my word.
I'm going to vote after this is over.
Okay. And Dayeon, I know when the C group trailer dropped, we were roasting her up, calling her a dry Korean center. But
we're going to get into her. She did what she needed to do.
Yeah, she did what she needed to do. We're going to get into her.
We're going to get into her because I have so much to say about that. But we'll get into it. We have so much to say.
And then Reina, oh my gosh, her vocals, mwah. I can talk about it more later, but I just wanted to show my top 9.
She's consistent. I don't mind if she gets in. I don't know people are going to be, I feel like she's going to be the Cherry Bullet member from Producer 48, like great vocals, but doesn't get in.
I was just going to say that too. She reminds me of, if I don't know if you watched 16, but there was a girl named Yeon, I think, or Yeon.
That girl that had the really good vocals but didn't get in.
Exactly.
She's like, she just gave up being an idol. She's like doing YouTube stuff.
And I'm really worried about Reina because her vocals are like
she's just one of the strongest.
I don't know. Do you listen to Aoyama Telma? She was on Produce 101 Japan season 2. Remember Telma?
I don't watch her. I just be looking at her pretty picture.
Oh, okay. She reminds me of Telma. Like her voice reminds me of Telma. Like when she sings, her voice is the kind of voice that makes you want to cry. It doesn't matter what she's singing. I want to cry when I hear her voice.
What I said, remember when I said Go Baby did her disjustice?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You did say that. And now look.
Yeah, I said it did her disjustice because I know she can sing, but it was just too much. But yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, that's my
top. Remember when I said Kim Dayeon's going to get up in these 9s?
Korean people like her, though. They liked her from day one.
They liked it from day one, but okay, well, I'm going to get into this.
All right, well, anyways, that's my top 9. I said I was going to get straight to the point, so.
Boom. Hopefully people will like this episode because we're being very nice and positive.
I actually only have nice things to say today. That's the crazy thing.
I have constructive criticism.
Wait, I don't only have nice things to say.
I have juicy things to say. How about
Me
that?
too.
All right, boom.
Wow! What? Seriously? Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
No, Wen Zhe, she's in your top 9.
She's in my top 9 because I kept voting for her and I'm like used to seeing her. And now I'm like, ooh, what wig she's wearing tomorrow? Oh, what's she going to do now? Oh, okay. Oh, to be honest, I'm glad that I stuck around because I like more girls now.
Yeah, I mean, we can see more of them now too.
I think I don't know if it's just because there's less girls now, but the editing didn't seem like shifted to one group more than another group, than this and that. So I feel like I could be more at peace if some girls get in that I maybe weren't rooting for, but at least I know their story. I'm still very stern on I don't want Hikaru, and we'll go into that later because she even proved further to me why I don't want her in the group.
Boy, oh boy. Manami, you were rooting for her from day one.
So here's what's funny. She was in my original.
Yes,
lineup.
I remember.
And then she came back when the leaks came out, and I said, okay. Remember, she said, "Oh, you said to her, oh, she's replaceable." And I was like, "You're right." But then I think she said she heard it all the way from Korea. She said, "What? I'm replaceable? What? Oh, okay. Oh, okay." So let me get into my 9. So Hsin Wei. Yep, girl.
I'm so sorry.
Fine. So Hsin Wei, first off, she did what she needed to do. She said, "Ice cream, chillin', ice cream, chillin'." And then, we'll also get into this, but I'm just going to say it now. I know Ruan's part when she was like, but if you look in the back, Hsin Wei is eating her up. I said, girl, she said, ka. I was like,
Quick question. Where was Hsin Wei sitting standing compared to like when you're looking at them? Was she the one on the left?
Diagonal on the right.
Oh, on the right side? Okay, whoever was
her outfit was cute.
Yes.
Her outfit was cute. I said, you are eating her up because from beginning to when she couldn't like perform to the same level, and just seeing her in the back, but not only keeping up, but slaying. I said, oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Manami is what I think everyone wants Hikaru to be for them. But Manami is what I want for me.
Manami fits you as like a Hikaru replacement.
Well, there was no Hikaru in my lineup.
If we assume that she would.
Yeah, exactly. Because like she sings so good. Like hearing her harmonize with Bora. And Bora was going for the lower, and then Manami went up. I said, ooh, yeah. I said, you sound good. And I'm like, y'all had a lot of faith in Manami giving majority of the rap lines to her, but she was great. I was like, this is great. It's so good.
You have the whole team on your lineup.
You know what I do.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get into Wen Zhe later. Kim, I'm sorry. I have lovely things to say. Kim Dayeon did what she needed to do. Okay. First off, this is probably why I don't like Hikaru, but I like Dayeon. And I think they did her a favor by painting her as the girl who had to earn her spot. In my opinion, because if she just got into the top 9, people are like, girl, she ain't earned it. She just walked up in there, but she came in there and she knew what she needed to do. And on top of that, I think it also benefited her for having the right team, the right members.
She had a great team, solid members.
Great lineup. Last lineup was not, it wasn't it. This time around, she had, this is what happens when the cells break and then things can kind of work a little bit better. Also, when she said, chilling in my I said, oh, heck yeah.
She said,
and she said, I said, oh, I want to learn that whole part. She did really good. At first I dropped Ririka, but now she's back. Because I think I realized that that's what I want. At first I was doing it like, forget you guys. I hate y'all. I'm voting for this girl. But now I'm like, yeah, I kind of like her now. I think now seeing what's available, this group can be really fun.
Yeah.
This group can be really fun. Bora, she wowed me for being a support member. She was really I like the fact she was taking a back seat and let the girls do their thing. And I think it really helped her being already debuted. And at first I was like, why in the world is Cherry Bullet doing hands up? This doesn't fit their image.
Bora is in Cherry Bullet?
Yes.
Oh, they're underutilizing her.
I've been yelling this out the mountaintops. But I was like, why did she do this? But I think the universe works in mysterious ways because she was able to lead those girls to do so well. Because even though Minami did well, she wouldn't have done well if Bora didn't help guide her to get there. That's the benefit of having someone debuted on the team. And I liked her vocals on that song. Wen Zhe was really good. I don't think she's a vocal girl, but that's okay. She's vibes. And I keep voting for her. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind her being there. I think she could be like, not like, but like if could debut at 20 whatever, then I think so could Wen Zhe. Guinn Myah, okay, here's the deal. I'm voting for her because I like her. She didn't stand out, and we'll get into her later, but she didn't stand out to me in Ice Cream like the other girls, like some girls. Her part wasn't like big. Like some girls got overshadowed than others. She did good, but I just think like when I go back to watch Ice Cream, which I do now often, I'm not going back for her. Yurina, she dropped a lot, but she's still in there. I like her. I think I like her voice. But it's interesting how each time she's on a main stage, she's always support vocal. So I think that's okay. Loufei, I haven't seen her perform yet. I'm not watching those silly videos. I'm not watching those fan cams. And then they cut the fan cam short now. I'm not watching them, but I like her. She's beautiful. I don't, again, it is okay to vote for visuals. People are voting for insert name here. You know who she is. For no valid reason, so I can do the same, right? That's my top 9.
Nice. I like your top. Obviously we still have like very different top 9s, but I don't know. Like I like your top. Maybe it's just because Wen Zhe is in it. I'm just like, yes.
I'm mad that Hsin Wei has not hit your 9 yet, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
We'll see how that goes. So
I know you like her, so that's okay. Anyway,
and I'm still voting for her, so that's what matters right now.
She's. Can we talk about how the eliminations are so savage? They're cutting so many girls.
It's a lot of girls, but isn't that how it always is? So it's going to be top 24 for the finale episodes, right?
No.
What?
Okay, 8 from each group are remaining. If you are C9, you're cut. If you're K9, you're cut. If you're J9, you're cut.
Yeah, so that's 24 left.
But that's not even the finale. That's a concept.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
I misinterpreted. They're cut. That's the cut before the concept challenge.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is harsh.
Yeah, so I'm assuming for the finale, there's only going to be 16 girls.
The finale would definitely have like 16 girls. And I feel like after this elimination, they might break it so it's no longer like 3K, 3C, 3J. It might just be a free-for-all, and then the finale is another free-for-all.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness. It didn't even occur to me because in my mind, I was like, okay, this is the last elimination before the finale.
No, we're in the semifinals next time.
Oh my goodness. That's why all the girls were like, 24. I'm just like, isn't that normal?
Didn't you hear Kim was like, I'm number 9, so I gotta get this thing together. I said, yeah, girl.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
If you guys enjoy the podcast, you guys should vote for Hsin Wei because I want her there. You can't take everything away from me, all right, guys? You took Vivian away. You can't take her away. What else do I have left? I have nothing.
You have Hsin Wei left. That's why we need to vote for her.
That's all. I'm not saying that's all I want because I want my other girls to make it too, but I want her and the other girls to make it. That's all I want.
You want to talk about the performances now?
Okay, let's talk about We Are.
Yeah, We Are.
We are. Let me shut up. I didn't come here to hear you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so remember the last podcast when I was frying up Bora? I was like, I don't really like her vocals. I feel like I'm just the type of person that I like to see multiple sides to a person because. Are you on her?
Are you like not Team Bora, but are you like, okay, I'm okay with her now?
Yeah, I'm okay with her.
Okay,
I'm definitely okay with her now. I liked her rapping. I think that her hair being pink also kind of like drew me into her. And then I really liked how in that team, they still incorporated vocals into a rap because I like songs. I like raps where vocals still matter. Like, remember how I used to complain about the How You Like That team? And I was like, they're not singing. They're just like
vibing.
Just vibing. I liked what the We Are team did because vocals still mattered even though it's rap. And I'm just like, fair, you guys just mwah.
The song choices this go round was much better than first round.
Yeah.
But Shout out to Wen Zhe. She tried. She said, "We are." I said, "Yeah, don't do that."
Yeah, don't. That's why when Manami and Bora were doing their little vocal harmonizing, she came in with her,
that was at the main stage. To great, she realized that wasn't working.
Yes, I like how when Wen Zhe walked into the stage, she said, "They're like, what is this chick doing?" I love her because she's a clown. I love her.
She kind of was giving me, don't hate me, y'all. She gave me like early Hina vibes in that hat and the dark hair.
Yeah, I can see that. Like maybe the Change era.
Yes, like Change, like 4 Minute just debuted vibes.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, I like this. I like this.
Yes. Manami, like, I seriously
killed it.
And this is the thing. It's not that I was expecting her to do bad. I was expecting her to do good enough to give a presentation,
like vanilla.
Like, yeah.
Like, oh, this is good.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But no, like she slayed it. Like she slayed it.
I don't see her not getting into the semifinals.
Yeah.
She did what she needed to do. She gave me what I wanted.
Yeah. And more, in my opinion. She needed more.
I was like, she could sing, she can do. I was like, you know what I wanted from Wale? I want from Minami now.
Oh, you did cut Yale from your.
Yeah, and I'm like, she could be. I keep comparing these girls to IZ*ONE, but they're replacing them, so I have no other choice but to. Minami to me is a cuter Yena.
Yeah,
like Yena gave all the raps, but she has vocal ability. And I would love to see Minami transform for this K-pop group. I don't know.
I like she's already on the way. Like
she is. I'm just saying, like with the styling and the extra little bit of that they give before they debut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to see how far she goes.
I feel like Manami's like the perfect example of like you. Like honestly, when life gives you lemons, you just need to do the best that you can that you can make the situation out of.
What I mean by girls rising.
Exactly.
It was nice to see.
That whole performance was just, and also really like good. Just the topic of what they're rapping about. It never occurred to me like, okay, well, if you rap about your life, people will feel it more because you vibe with your own song, so people will feel that more. Mm-hmm. I don't know, just what they're rapping about. I was just like their quirkiness and being the late night workaholics and all types of other stuff. I'm just like, that is a whole mood. Like, I don't know, I just love them for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sitting here like, oh, like that's like me, but it's like, wow, like
you can relate
I don't know.
To it.
Yeah, like I don't know. The song has felt really relatable, and then I don't know, it kind of made me want to cry when they were like, they look like they really enjoyed the stage. Like they look like they were a team. They were a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's why all three of them are in your top 9.
I didn't realize. Okay, so that was oopsie. That was We Are. Oh, you want to talk about No Excuses?
Yeah, let's talk about No Excuses.
Would you like me to start off?
I don't mind starting off again. I guess I feel like I usually start off.
I was like, do you mind if I start off this?
Oh, time? You want to? Oh, go ahead then. Go ahead.
The Chinese girl did herself a disservice joining that group. If I was her and I saw 2 girls that were one top 9 and one top 9 candidate, I wouldn't have joined unless I knew I could stand up with them. And it made her look out of place because Su Young and Hikaru was going in and she wasn't going in as much as them. This is my opinion. I don't remember her name. And on top of that, and I'm going to bring this up again. I'm going to bring this up. Just keep this in mind for Ice Cream. Ending fairies used to not matter, but they matter now. And her ending fairy was like very deer in headlights. Like,
oh, for sure. I was like,
and that's the last thing I'm going to remember you by. Mm-hmm. That stage was for Su Young and Su Young only. And it showed Hikaru's deficiencies. And now I'm going to have warning now. If you like Hikaru, I'm not going in. I'm just going to say my constructive critique and how I feel towards her. This is not anything shallow. This is just from what I see. Hikaru she can't transform. She can only do, and the judges said this, and I said, I've been saying this since day one, and everyone hated me for it. She can't transform. All she can do is fierce intense. when she did that, when she was trying to be soft, like, no, she's just a playful song. Her smile seemed disingenuous. Her smirks it didn't seem like she was acting and not in a good way. It didn't seem like she herself was fully enjoying the stage and being present in the moment. And it made her, like, you have a girl that's not on the same level as y'all, and then you have you. So it made both of those girls, the Chinese and Hikaru, look like backup dancers, in my opinion. Su Young did what she needed to do. That was her stage, and she did what she needed to do. I like her. I'm not voting for her currently. I wouldn't be mad if she got in, but I want Guinn Myah, and I think both of them kind of do the same thing, so I can't really vote for two girls that's doing the same thing. But weirder things have happened. I mean, Minju and Haewon got in the same group, but that was rigged. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I thought Su Young did what she needed to do. She rose to the occasion. I also didn't like Hikaru's energy when she was like, I hope a girl like us gets in the group. And so what if she doesn't? The thing about it is you don't get to choose. The Planet Guardians get to choose your members. So what if you get in the group and maybe I'm taking this to a whole nother level, but this is from what I got. What if you get in the group and someone you don't care for gets in? You're gonna be nasty? Is that what we want? Like, I think us as Planet Guardians have to think really carefully who we vote for or who we support, because we're building a girl group that's gonna last 2.5 years. So we still have to, even though I'm thinking big picture, we still have to make sure that these girls have synergy. And at this point in time, I don't see Hikaru having synergy with many of the other girls. If that's the first thing that came out of her mouth, I was like, okay. And then she wasn't able to transform B. And then her ending fairy wasn't genuine. It was like, eh. I think the only person that got understood the assignment was Su Young. I don't know. I hope I didn't go in too hard.
Oh, no, because everything that I have to say is going to be much worse than what you have to say. I promise you. Much, 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 much worse. But think about it this way. The reason why it's worse is because your expectations were already low for someone like Hikaru. Mm-hmm. And she's like, okay, they're already this low. Maybe she's here for you. Yeah, you know what I mean? But for me, I have expectation of up here. So if she's down here, I'm going to be much more harsh about it.
So you agree with me?
I agree with you, and I have much worse things to say. So honestly, let me give a warning. If Hikaru's your one pick and you're going to leave a hate comment because of what I'm saying, just stop watching the video at this point, because I don't have anything nice to say about the whole group. Ooh. I don't like the entire group. I didn't like that. I like the performance because Su Young did what she had to do.
Yeah.
But when Mnet shows the backstage stuff and the stuff building up to the performance, it's supposed to make you like the girl more. For example, obviously we're going to talk about Yurina's
I understand
group.
Exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly where you're going to go.
Yeah, so with Yurina's group, if we just saw the performance, Reina maybe carried the group and Yurina's nice and all, but it's because of the backstory and you see Yurina perform, you feel like, oh my gosh, she did so great, right? Mm-hmm. The backstory for Hikaru's group made me hate the performance completely, because when Hikaru and Su Young were together and they look like they're gossiping, like you were saying, oh, I hope that we get someone like us.
I just want to say, I just want to say that was Hikaru's comment.
It doesn't matter, because Su Young was agreeing right along with her. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me who said the comment, because at the end of the day, Su Young was still kikiing. Exactly. Su Young was still kikiing with her, still holding on to her you're kind of you're the mean girl, so I need to tag along with you. I don't like that. I didn't like the way that they were looking. Exactly. Regina George, yeah, she's the HBIC. But think about Gretchen and the other two. They were still mean too. They weren't Regina George, but they were still nasty too. They were
in the vibe. You know what? I agree. I think now with those perspectives, I'm disappointed with Su Young, but at the same breath, I hold Hikaru a little bit more accountable for that. How old is that girl?
I don't know, but this is my thing about it though.
I'm gonna bring up age because I'm like, shouldn't they know better?
They should know better. And the other point I want to bring up is that they're acting like this and they know that they're being filmed. So imagine how they act when the cameras are off. When the cameras are off, it's always much worse. So you were bold enough to act like that on camera. Mm-hmm. So I don't even want to imagine what you're like off camera. And like I always, before when Sooyeon was in the same cell as Fooyeoning, I was like, I like Sooyeon. She would be in my top 9, but I can't vote for her cell. And before with Hikaru, I was like back and forth. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't like her. At this point, I don't like either of them, and neither of them will ever make it to my top 9 ever again. Never again. Sense. I will never vote for either of them again because I don't like that at all. And it's going back to what you were saying. It's too catty, and it's going back to what you're saying. They're not the ones who are making the group. The Planet Masters are making the group. So if you don't get someone, if you get a Haewon on your team,
Planet Guardians,
he's like, what did I say?
Planet Masters.
Oh, I mean, hopefully not the Planet Masters.
Tiffany, it wasn't named like let's rig this thing.
You're right, let's rig it. No, sorry. The Planet Guardians are voting. So if you get someone like a Haewon on your team or a Sohei or whoever is under, yeah, exactly. Like you have no choice but to get along with them. And honestly, even when they were on stage, I felt like there was no synergy. It was just 3 people dancing.
I just saw it as Sooyoung, because Sooyoung was kind of like, I don't even say Beyonce because I still looked at Kelly and Michelle. I want to say like Nicole, Pussycat Dolls. Like it seemed like she was the center. They were the other girls. I mean, even though I know all the Pussycat Doll members, but not everyone's like me. And bringing back, remember episodes ago, I was saying we need to pick girls that's gonna enjoy each other because they're gonna have to spend time in a dorm. Now that you're in your comments, I don't think it would be fair if girls like that were in a dorm with other girls because they're gonna be bullies and this and that. And then when they're on stage, they're not gonna enjoy each other as much. And that's why there's cliques. You can see that in Aizuan. Chaeyoung, Haewon, and Sakura, they bang. They're the ones that like they're tight. They keep messaging each other, they're tight. But then you notice like Wonyoung and Yujin, they kind of say, and I think that's not just because they're in the same company. I think that's because they came in with that thing. So I feel. So I don't know if we want that again. Like you see IOI, all the girls like each other. To this day.
This is my thing. I feel like when there's a big group of people, there's always going to be cliques. So true. I don't mind cliques, but I don't like if it's a clique of like mean girls and they're like making fun of people or being nasty. Like that's kind of different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like I just want a healthy work environment.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most important thing.
And like when you see people branch off into who still connects to who, like at least like even though as I said, like Sakura, in my opinion, this is not facts. Sakura had a working relationship with a lot of the girls and was friends with some of the girls. But when Eunbi debuted, she still shouted her out. When Wonyoung did her photos, she still shouted her out. Like they have a good relationship. I don't see that being the case if certain bullies got into the group.
And that's why I feel like I can't even forgive someone like Sooyeon because the only reason why HBICs and like those like queen bees can really like take over is if you give them the power to. Someone like Sooyeon is going to get exactly. You enabled her to act like that. That's
maybe she's passive, and that's not maybe the best quality. You know how people are passive aggressive, like I'm passive aggressive, like they don't like conflict. So she's like, yeah.
I mean, to be honest,
I'm not trying to make excuses for her. I'm just saying maybe that's just how that. Yeah.
No, I don't really see that as an excuse because some people could see that and forgive her. But I'm the type of person that I don't even forgive people like that either. I don't like that either. So it's just like, no matter how you put it, like if you're trying to give her a pass, those passes don't work in my opinion. I simply don't like her. I just
feel bad. I mean, I agree with you 100%. I'm just like, damn, I really like Sooyoung, but it's young. Like I like her, but I'm like, I can't discredit anything you're saying.
Honestly, I'm sure the performance was great, but seeing all that happen beforehand just put me off.
The performance wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best. But I feel like
I rated it as the fourth in terms of the 4 performances that were showcased.
Yeah.
To
end on a high note, I like their outfits. I did not. Oh, you didn't?
No, I was like, and maybe because I didn't like Hikaru in that outfit. I'm like, you don't look good in this. So, yeah, I'm like, I didn't like her pigtails. I didn't like any of it. I was like, this isn't fit. It doesn't fit. And that goes back to her not being able to transform. She doesn't fit. Put her in the
I was just gonna say that.
And the Doc Martens, so she would fit. But you can't transform her. And I know the person that's like, y'all keep saying that, they need to transform to the concept. Well, did she transform to the concept?
Nope.
So
they tried. The thing is that they tried with the pigtails, but it
didn't look
too
good on her.
At that point, I felt like they should have let her keep her fierce image, and she just really needed to practice
how to make that work for other songs.
Exactly, because you know what I mean? It's like there's no point in giving someone pigtails if they can't make it work for them.
And you know what? I like girls with pigtails. Aritaka Rinka got votes for me just from having them damn pigtails. We'll get into pigtails when we get into ice cream because one of my favorite girls had a pigtails on and she did what she needed to do.
Do you just want to talk about ice cream now? Because
we are done.
We already roasted that team enough. That entire team is no for me. So let's get into ice cream.
Have a good time with ice cream.
Yes.
First off, shout out to Kim Dayeon for choreographing the whole thing. Yes. She did this is how she's going to get in the 9. Remember when I was like, she's going to get in. I don't know how, but this is how she's going to get in. She's going to get in the Chungha way. Chungha choreographed all the bang bang and made sure each person had their moment to shine. Kim Dayeon did the same thing. She did. And you know, I like that little KDA flair she gave that little dance.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Life. I said, okay, normally I don't like girls like her, but I like her. I like her.
I like her because she, you know what she did for me in ice cream? She did a really good combination of like cute and fierce. Yes, it was just mwah. Like when I was watching it from beginning to end, I was like, wow, like so, and all the girls complimented each other, and it's like
except one.
Who? I feel like they all were good.
They were good. I think one was good until the very end. Y'all gonna hate me, I don't care. Bahye, okay, her ending fairy was trash. And I was like, at first I was like, I'm gonna say the nice things first. Her and Guinn Myah like kind of suffered the same thing. She had a good like dun 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 to bite me. I said, okay, that's cute. And her outfit was cute. I thought she was styled really well. I think she looks very much for like Gigi Hadid to me, like in the face. But then her ending fairy is like, I was like, give us something. Give us something. Give us something. You see all the girls, but you see everyone else doing like giving me something. This is your last final impression. Give me something. And I just think she's doing subpar.
I was actually going to say that I liked her. Before. Yeah, I liked her. The reason why is because like I thought her little bite me thing was real cute. It was like
I liked it. I just thought she dropped the energy afterwards.
I really liked her outfit. I felt like the color and the outfit like cut on her was just it was beautiful.
I think she would be a great PacSun model.
I about her ending fairy too. I didn't notice it, and the reason why is because I feel like she gives the same ending fairy and face every time. Like,
but isn't that a critique that you would like her to like? If she's getting in this group, wouldn't you want her to like go for it?
I mean, if we assume that she's getting in, yeah, but at this point, I just have no expectations for her. It is what it is. I'm just trying not to, I don't want to have any expectations because I don't want her to get in. I'm just like, well, dang, she didn't even prove herself or even worse. Or I just don't want to think anything.
I'm on the exact opposite. I'm just like, girl, you're basically getting a free ride to college. Go for it. It's okay. Just go for it. And every time it's like, oh, I won't. Here's what I will say. And if you guys clip it and say I hate her, I don't hate her. I'm disappointed each time because y'all hype her up and she's not going for it. She's performing as expected. Like she's like, I feel like I wish she was close to getting eliminated and then got the planet pass because if that's the case, she would have been like Ruan, like.
Oh yeah, she said. I'm just like, oh, hey.
She was going so hard, her arm was going all different places. I said, okay, and then that's when I noticed Hsin Wei because Hsin Wei was stable and then cut. I said, oh wait, hold on, my girl's getting it in the back, and she had pigtails. I think she said, I think he likes pigtails. Let me do this real quick. Let me get myself together.
They were so good.
They were so good. So mine is Bahia, which she was good, but she wasn't great. Same with Guinn Myah. Good, but not great.
In my opinion, I feel like Myah was on the further end, like closer to great instead of good.
No, she was closer.
I think it's just that she just did so good in Pre to You that anything from that point would just be a downgrade, you know?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe she was like, she didn't have that many parts either.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Henry didn't have many parts either. But
there's 9 girls. That's why. 9 girls.
But you know who had a lot of parts? Ruiqi was singing.
I didn't even notice her for real. One girl that I did notice was Woo Tammy.
I noticed her too. She was like, I said, that's cute.
Yeah, she was real cute.
Honorable mention to her. I liked her. I don't see her surviving. I gave her a couple votes.
I don't think she's gonna survive, but I will say that at some point when they're performing Ice Cream, she looked a lot like Luna in FX, and I was like, wow, she's real cute. I like her.
I just liked her energy. I like when I see why like Ruan had to go to match Tammy's like energy.
Yeah.
I think Tammy was just smiling and vibing, and that was giving her a little boost, a little bonus. I really like that. Oh, can I talk more about Hsin Wei? She did what she needed to do.
Sure.
She just did what she had pigtails on. Her facial expressions have expanded so much. Her dancing's gotten better. Oh, I love it. I love that. And I just love that. Love that for her. She needs to get in. You know what? This isn't Haewon level because she's evolving. She's evolving. She's not giving the same thing every time. Or if she is always matching the song.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Hikaru needs to do. Make her quirkiness work for whatever she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think I didn't think I have anything else to say.
Oh, I do. I just want to praise Dayeon some more.
You know, I mean, yeah, for sure. I think there was someone in the group that I forgot who else was in the group. I just remember Ruiqi, Hsin Wei, Dayeon, Batbehia, Tammy.
I mean, that's pretty much half the group. You're not going to remember every single person.
Yeah, the other four girls kind of were paint drying. Oh, Gwen. But did that say mine?
I don't. Yeah, you did. I don't think they're paint drying. I think it's just that,
got lost.
In my opinion, Dayeon was so good at splitting up the parts that you're going to notice at least half of them, which is already amazing for a 9-member group.
Right.
And even noticing half in one performance is amazing, but trying to notice every single one, that's a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Dayeon just did a great job. Yeah. I remember when one of our first podcasts we uploaded, we were like, oh, Dayeon, I know I was frying her up. I said, she's too dry. I don't need her in this group.
There was back to that comment. Okay, hold on. Where was all this energy in Where was this?
It was probably 4:00 in the morning when they were filming. To be honest.
If she could have gave us the smirks and the smiles, I would have had a different tone.
Because she looks so constipated and
Oh, I love that walk. She said.
She was so good. And I don't know. She was just so everything.
What did the Korean person say?
Oh, right. The Korean person was like, they said something like, Kim Dayeon has to debut no matter what. She has to debut. And when I saw that comment, I was like, sure. Bye. Okay. Y'all can vote for her. I don't know if I'm voting for her. Now look at me. I'm just like, okay, I don't know. She got me. Her outfit too was just real nice. And she's a good combination of cute and fierce. Like I said before, she's
everything that I think people want Hikaru to be in Hikaru.
Yeah.
Remember when I said, oh, she could replace Hikaru?
I was probably looking at you like, boy, bye.
Now look at you now.
I know.
She's in your 9.
Dayeon, like in the beginning, I think I didn't like her because it felt like she was trying too hard to be all fierce.
Mm-hmm.
All fierce, but I feel like Ice Cream showed that she's not all fierce.
She has
obviously we could
layers.
See she wasn't all fierce. Exactly. And I think when she combines those layers is when she shines.
Trifecta.
Exactly. If she tries to focus on one, and I think that's why I didn't like her in because was it's like more of a cute song.
And she didn't do well in Blackpink. The other
exactly. She didn't do well in she didn't do in Blackpink. KDA is also more of a fiercer song. In my opinion, she didn't do well in those 3. So she didn't do bad, but she didn't oh my gosh, she's on my radar now.
She didn't rise.
Exactly. Yeah. But like Ice Cream is like, I think it's because it's Blackpink, but it's like a cute song.
She's only done she's done 2 Blackpink songs so far.
Yeah, I think she was just great. Her leadership, the choreography, and then like the way that she was able to like showcase different members, but she still had her center parts too.
Yeah,
I'm just like, no, it's rare to find. I feel like it's rare to find a team player. Yeah, in a competition like this, especially. I don't know. When I think about teams like Fu Yaning's team from the previous competition where it felt like every man for themselves, and I hate that. This is like the exact opposite of that. Like everyone was like,
in it to win it.
It felt like everyone was on stage and they felt genuinely satisfied by the end of the performance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I like that.
Normally, like, well, position challenges, normally, like, there's always one I replay over and over. Last Producer 48 was Sorry Not Sorry. This time is this song.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yeah, Ice Cream was just that good. I think it might be the best.
It was, I enjoyed it much more than the original.
Me too, but you know, Blackpink, they don't do much anyways. So
yeah.
I think it's not that hard to enjoy a cover more than them.
Right. Goodness.
We want to talk about B2B?
Missing You.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Reina and Friends for like.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it was crazy. They put a lot of emphasis on Yurina, but she was sub vocalist.
I didn't like that because I felt like not every time, but sometimes when someone else was singing, the second that Yurina opened her mouth to do like a harmony or something, the camera would go to her, even if it was someone else's like main part. Does that make sense? Yeah. I was like, she's not even the one who's like singing right now. Can we see like the other people?
It's like, interesting because when Soccer was number one, they didn't focus on her kind of that much in all those episodes. Like, they focused on her time, and then they kind of went away from her. So it was kind of odd. I was like, why are you putting so much pressure on her? I feel like that's some Imp Snake type stuff to try and make her drop in ranks.
I don't know. I think they want her to debut a lot.
No, they want her to debut, but I think they want to create a storyline. Like Kim Dayeon, they want to make a storyline.
So that you're saying they want Yurina to debut, but not number one. So still drop, but still debut?
No, they probably they don't mind her number one. I just think they want her to go up, down, then up.
I see. Yeah.
Like, I do still think that Mnet has their hand in the cookie jar. They're like puppeteering, and they're involved. They're like, again, I always have to remember that the girl group that comes out of the show, that's always secondary to the reality show they're making right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. All their money is definitely coming from this show too, especially when you look at the 99.9% like vitamin thing. Like, people are really spending money on that, like a lot of money.
Yeah, I ain't paying for that. But anyway, it was a good, it was chill. It was a chill song. It was cute. I think there could have been other ballads they could have chose from to cover.
I think that one is popular in Korea though, and I liked it though. It was nice.
I'm coming from an international person perspective. I didn't hate the song. I just felt like for their vocals, because Yurina was trying to get to that note. But it was interesting to hear her in a lower range, because I was so used to hearing her yeah.
Reina's voice was great. I feel like
she's always been consistent.
Her voice is just so good. And then also with Yurina on the team, and she's a popular one, I felt like those two combined kind of made everyone else look like backup dancers, because no one's really talking about like Jungmin and
Haewon, the one that had
Haewon too.
She has that innocent, healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I noticed that too when I was rewatching the performance. I was like, she looks like she's gonna make it to the finale.
She has an innocent, healthy. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh. But yeah, she has a healthy vibe. She again, milky skin bangs.
Yes.
And she's like, I was like, if the healthy men were still watching, you would be number one.
Yes.
As that commenter said, we got wives. We're done with this. But I noticed her voice is nice. Your girl that has the lips and the bangs. And she was in your 9 for a while, but she dropped. Her name is like Jung something.
Yeah, Jungmin.
She was cute.
Yeah, she was cute, but she's not gonna get back in my top 9 anymore.
I'm not saying she is. I'm just verbally saying.
Yeah, she
was cute. That was it. I was like, she's cute.
Reina did what she needed to do, so I think she
I see Reina and Yurina going forward, and
That's good for me too, because if you remember a while ago, I was saying that I don't really, besides Yurina, I don't care for any of the Japanese girls. So I'm glad that like Reina is like
Reina
there.
jumped for you and Minami jumped for me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Good, because I think we liked Japanese girls and they got eliminated.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That song was...
Oh, go ahead.
I just overall like that performance was great, but you know, ballads aren't really for international fans, honestly.
No, they're not. But it's
really
getting to ballad season for them in Korea because you know once it gets chillier, they're like none could.
Yeah. The Chinese rapper, I think her name was like Zhou.
She looked like May.
Jinwei.
She looked like May.
I thought it was May for a second.
I was like, I read her name.
I was like, wait, that's the Chinese girl.
I was like, look at May go. And then there wasn't May. And I said, oh, okay. Because I was like, that'd be another Japanese girl I can vote for. Oh, she's Chinese? Never mind. My Chinese bracket is full.
That's pretty much how I felt too. I was like, oh, sorry. I already got the top 5 for China. So you were just ain't gonna.
Who's in your top 5?
What you already know, Ruiqi, Xiaoting, Wen Zhe, and I kind of like Hsin Wei, and
kinda.
Well, she ain't in my top 3.
I'm about to go Hikaru on your butt, and I'm about to beat you down.
Because as we see, Hikaru is really a Regina George, so she really be bullying people.
She about to fly here. She's gonna be like with the bat. It's me, Hikaru. Open up, and I'm like, oh crap. Where's your universe app?
Nah, that joke is not funny anymore because now it's real.
She's gonna still be wearing the Megan Trainor outfit. She's gonna be in her sweatpants.
Man,
the song we blaring outside. You must be confused. I got the bat. I'm like, oh shoot. Su Young's gonna be there to back her up.
Oh no.
We keep making the same joke about if she gets in the group, they're gonna be mean. But now,
because now we can see that that's what's actually going to happen because they formed their own groups. And look, the first thing when they could make their own groups, the first thing that she did was be catty about it.
So I'm going to say this: I was right from the beginning, and no one wanted to believe me until now.
Well, this is the thing. I don't think anyone ever said you're wrong. I think some people just don't think about K-pop. Think about K-pop fans on Twitter, though. I don't think they care if people are mean. Like Irene had a bullying scandal, and most of them were just like, "Who cares?" Sujin, Ji had a bullying scandal. Most of them are like, "Who cares?" International fans don't care if someone's a bully. Only Koreans care if someone's a bully.
Guys, who's the one? Let's make our plea deal with our viewers. Go ahead and plead for the one girl you would like them if they have an extra spot to vote for.
Oh, Wen Zhe, for sure, because she's like rank 11. And you know the 8 spots 7 to 12, I would say that's the range where people are really fighting. You know, I need her up there. I need her in the next round.
Please, y'all. Hsin Wei is all I have left.
How are we gonna both choose Chinese girls? No, pick someone else. Pick a
girl,
K or a C girl or a J girl.
I don't care about them. They can rise together. This is all I have. I don't have time. Who else gonna do this for me? I ain't no one else I'm interested in. I like other girls, but they ain't my one pick. And if Hsin Wei gets out of the competition, I'm gonna be the biggest sourpuss on this show ever. I'm gonna come in with my arms folded and be mean. And then that person's gonna come back and read me. He's gonna be like, he's always not happy.
You ain't gonna be meaner than Hikaru, so.
Hsin Wei needs to get in this dang group, okay? I'm gonna say it now. We need her there. Who's gonna do who's gonna do that? Hikaru?
Maybe Rose, like the original person who sang that song. I don't know.
No, go away. Go away. What did Rose sing? What was her? Did she have a solo yet?
I don't know.
Who was on the ground girl? They're all the same people.
Yeah. That was Rose.
I don't have time for her. She's gonna be like ice cream, chilling. She's just gonna be drawing circles in the air. I know. Just please, guys, if you have a spare, that's a lot to ask, but I have no other choice. I have to use my platform wisely. Please, Hsin Wei, don't y'all think she's fun? Okay.
I'm looking forward to the next episode's performances.
All the girls I cared about already performed, so I'm checked out. But I'll watch it. I feel bad for them, but the same breath, I don't, because I need my girls to get. Also, we won't find out who gets the bonuses until the next episode.
I mean, that's fine with me.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing that piece of information up because I'm like, oh, so we don't know. Maybe the girls we wanted gets their bonus points up, and then, but then again, those bonuses aren't the same like the past seasons. They really aren't.
They're nowhere near as generous.
Nope.
I feel like, I don't know. I like the way how they split this episode because this episode felt like there was more underdogs.
Yeah.
First, you know what I mean? The underdogs performing first versus the people who are already like comfortably in the top 5 are next, with the exception of Hikaru.
Oh, I have something nice to say about Ruiqi. She looked cute in her little part.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cute. I said, you kind of wasted your center part because I wish you were centered for this performance rather than the Eve, because like I felt like she was more compelling in her one little do 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 do. I was like, oh
yeah. I don't know how I'm feeling about Yeso being center, but I feel like if she wasn't center, she would stick out too much. So like,
she's giving a lot of acting. She's crying. She's doing a lot. It's like, oh, she's crying.
Oh, okay. That would be interesting to watch then. So.
I just she's doing a lot, but then my eyes went to Ruiqi, so maybe a switch would have been a little better. Well, maybe Yeso should have been the one that did the grab and walk away, because then her little long flowy hair could have given me something.
To be honest, maybe Ruiqi was like, you know what? I watched their podcast and they said I was no, for real. They said I was being too greedy with the parts. Remember when she was like, "Oh, do I have to?"
You're right.
So she's like, "Let me not be greedy with this one." And they said do something elegant. All right, I'm not doing the rap position. Got it. Yeah.
You know what? I just would have I feel like this fits her more.
Yeah.
And after watching all her, which I shouldn't have had to watch, her Chuang and her produced 101 season 1 China stuff, I'm like, what happened to her?
Yeah, see, well, anyways.
Yeah, you kind of like, my hands are free of that one. I didn't vote. I'm proud of you that Hikaru's not in your lineup anymore.
Honestly, she did that to herself. All she had to do was just sit there and smile.
She did.
Didn't have to. No, she smiled like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of smile. Like she didn't smile like, just. Like you said, the PR answers, the PR. Hikaru didn't get that PR training. She didn't get that. That's why she was like, "Oh, I hope we get someone who matches us." Like, girl, just sit there and be like, "Oh my gosh, you're on our team? Yeah, our team's complete now." Like everyone else.
All she should have said was, "Wow, that's shocking. I thought she was going to do vocal. We're going to make a good team," and just left it right there.
Left it right there. I'm sure it's annoying too to have to always be aware of the cameras, and I'm sure but you don't always have to say everything that you're thinking out loud. And you don't.
They're going to be on cameras a lot more when they debut, so I don't
see
this as a big issue. They're going to have to do live shows. I mean, it won't be as much, but I feel like get through this now, so that way, because it's like when you debut from produce, it's like kind of like a 95% chance of success.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like the 5% X1 that just disbands right after you make your first song. But she kind of had a free ride, and I think people still vote for her. But I do see her not being in that 9 for the second elimination.
If Hikaru dropped and Dayeon just took her place, I mean, I know it's K and J, but if we're assuming at the end it's a free for all, if Hikaru just dropped and then Dayeon took her spot, I mean, maybe
listen to you saying my prediction. Love it.
If it was episode 1 and 2, I'll be like, Dayeon ain't taking no one's spot. She gonna get eliminated at the second elimination. But now I'm just like, listen, just swap it real quick. And someone's gonna say, "Oh, you guys just switch back and forth." Well, like we said at the beginning, yes, and that's how the show was designed to work. At the end of the day,
if Ruan gets and continues like to the semi-finale, and she gets in the group,
it was rigged.
I told you so.
Feels rigged. I'm watching her too because I remember when I was watching the show and she got a lot of screen time. I was thinking about when you said, "Watch her be the one that Mnet's trying to rig in."
I was like, her little rig slay, cute, because she was like number 3 on the like support app or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, her little rig slay, that's cute. And that's they probably whispered in there like, yeah, she's already in the group, y'all. So y'all gotta do what y'all need to do. She has hidden talents. Just make it work. She's someone's niece. We don't care how she gets in. Make it happen. Planet Pass her if you need to. Bring the Planet Pass back if you have to. We're gonna get her. Watching like surprise Planet Pass, and I'm like,
well, the Planet Pass is back.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they said in the episode that there's going to be a Planet Pass.
Watch her get in next.
They can't give it to the same people. You know who I think that they might give it to?
Like she did more things behind the scene, guys. This.
We saw her scenes this time. She didn't do more things behind the scenes. No,
they're gonna be like, she cleaned up the stage after you guys were gone, guys. She did some faxes. She copied things. She was an intern while she was a trainee, guys.
Man,
I just noticed these things and I send it to you and I'm like, this seems very 48 to me right now. Oh gosh, cute. Who do you think they're going to Planet Pass to? So that means so hold on. So there'll be 9 girls, like C9s, or there'll be like 3 extra girls. So there'll be 8 girls, like 8 from each group that gets in successfully, and 1 they get to save from each group. Shit.
If Bora doesn't make it, I think that they'll save her.
Yeah, because she is great. I liked her little "I'm fine." Her nasally. After she was rapping, she's like, "I'm fine." I said, "Oh, that's cute." She probably had a little cold.
For the C group, I don't know who they would save because I feel like all the girls who are deserving might make it, so they might just choose.
There's 12 girls. There's 12 girls that are deserving
for the C group.
Yeah, there's a lot of good girls in that group. If Hsin Wei and Wen Zhe get in, Tammy might get the pass.
Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah, because Tammy was really good.
Because they called out, you're not matching Tammy's energy.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Mona Lisa can. I was like, okay.
But it seems like they tend to say people who are contributing something to their team. I don't know if Tammy contributed much besides a good performance. You know what I mean?
That's enough, in my opinion.
When the competition starts to get like more...
Or they might say that May-looking girl from the autumn.
Yeah, because she was giving rap and singing, and she had the storyline of being from a foreign country. She doesn't know Korean. Yeah. She was serving the rap. So, you know what I mean?
They might save her. Mm-hmm. She looking like May. That hair color.
The hair colors.
And the face. I was like, okay, May, look at your little rap slay. And they called her name. I was like, that's not May. Look at your little Chinese rap slay.
Yep.
I was like, okay, look at our Japanese member of Cherry Bullet. And I was like, oh, that's not her. Oops. They look similar in the face, and in the hair don't make it any better.
Yeah. I feel like their body composition is the same. Like they're
similar.
Very tall.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Replacement. You know what? Shout out to Loufei. I hope you do well next episode. I hope you do good, because girl, you pretty. Oh God, there's too many girls in the C group. I want to move forward.
The C group is really showing up and showing out for real.
Yikes! Remember when I was saying the C group wasn't doing it for me, and now here I am. Loving.
Look at us, me and you. We just all over the place. Yes.
That person that like, y'all say one thing and another the next. He's hating us right now.
I honestly, I feel like we're not the only ones who are like that.
Oh,
I feel like in general, everyone is always going to have their one pick. And then when it comes to at least 5 of the other people are going to flip flop. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that we said everything we had to say, though.
Yeah, but this is a positive episode.
Yeah, it was mostly positive. If you delete the Meghan Trainor team, I really enjoyed this episode.
But that you know what? You have to sacrifice one to get the good.
Mm-hmm.
And if it wasn't all good, it'd be boring.
Yeah.
I did not like her in them dang soggy baggy pajama sweats. It didn't do her no favors. And let me stop.
Well,
yeah, that was it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead, before we end off, who are you choosing to vote for in the Universe app? Tell us down below in the comments who's your top 9. Did you agree with our comments? Did you not agree? Let us know. Interact with us. The main point of this whole podcast is for us to interact with you guys, regardless of whether you agree with us or not. We're just here to have a fun time and communicate with other people that are Planet Guardians. So please have fun with us. Again, I said vote for your girls in the top 9 for Universe app as well. Don't forget to do that. And besides that, thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, stay saucy.